You know that feeling when you walk up to someone's house? Before you even knock, chances are you notice the doormat.
Hmm.
It seems like such a small thing, but wow, it can say a lot, can't it? Sets the whole welcoming vibe.
Absolutely. It's one of those first impressions. And that's kind of what we're diving into today.
Yeah.
We're exploring all these cool DIY doormat ideas, all inspired by a great blog post over at Paperflow Designs.
Yeah, the Crafting Made Simple podcast team found this post, and it's brilliant. It really gets you thinking, how you can make something for your doorstep that's totally you.
Exactly. Practical, but also personal.
And there's so many different ideas in there. Seriously, something for everyone, whatever your style or like how much time you have.
Yeah, Phil.
Oh, and hey, if you love crafting and want more ideas like this, you should totally sign up for the Crafting Made Simple newsletter. The link's right there in the description for you.
It's a good one. So the blog post starts with this great point. Instead of hunting for a doormat that's almost right in a store, why not just make one that's exactly what you want? It changes it from just a thing to wipe your feet on to, well, a real piece of self-expression right at the door.
Okay, so let's get into it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of you listening have Cricut machines.
Oh, yeah.
So the blog post actually asks, can you make doormats with Cricut?
Mhm.
And the answer, a big yes.
Absolutely, yes. And they've got some specific ideas for using them too, which is great.
It just opens up so many possibilities for getting really precise, detailed designs, doesn't it?
For sure. Things like intricate stencils or perfect lettering, stuff that's, tricky to do freehand.
One of the first ideas that jumped out at me was the boho layered welcome mat.
Ah, I like that one too.
It's not just one mat, right?
Yeah.
It's about putting your main doormat on top of a larger runner, maybe something patterned or textured.
Mm.
It just instantly adds that depth, that kind of cozy, layered boho look to the porch.
Layering is such a smart decor trick. It just works. It gives your eyes more to look at, different textures, different patterns, makes the whole entryway feel more considered.
Yeah, intentional.
And it's a great way to play with trends without committing to something huge.
Okay, but what if you're not into the whole layered boho thing? Maybe you like things cleaner.
Well, they cover that too. There's the minimalist mat.
Right. And what's cool is how they point out that even a really plain mat can make a statement. Sometimes less is more.
Exactly. A minimalist mat kind of lets the quality of the mat itself and the rest of your entryway do the talking. It's a deliberate choice for like a calm, uncluttered welcome.
Now, for the color lovers out there,
Yes.
the blog post has the color stencil mat.
Hmm.
This is where you can really go wild with bright shades, make something super vibrant.
Which is so fun for an entryway.
Totally. And speaking of cheerful, they also show a rainbow mat.
Yeah.
Just pure happiness right there on the doorstep. Imagine stepping onto that.
Oh, that would definitely bring a smile.
Mm.
Color affects mood so much, doesn't it? Bright, happy colors at the door just feel instantly welcoming. And stencils give you a way to control that color, get sharp patterns.
Okay, shifting gears a bit. How about something warm and summery? They feature a citrus fruit doormat.
The grapefruit one.
Yeah, the grapefruit. It just screams sunshine and warmth. And I liked how the blog mentioned you could tie it in with other lemon or citrus themes you might have going on outside.
That's a great point, linking the doormat to a bigger theme. It makes everything feel more cohesive, like you've really thought about the whole look.
Okay, circling back to the Cricut crew.
Uh-huh.
The post highlights an easy DIY doormat specifically as a good project if your machine's been gathering a bit of dust.
Perfect excuse to get it out.
And then there's another one just called Cricut DIY doormat, which makes me think there are maybe a couple of different techniques they explain.
Yeah, that's likely. You could use the Cricut to cut a stencil to paint through. That's one way. Or maybe use it to cut outdoor vinyl for a design you stick on directly. Lots of options with those machines.
Now, I know what some of you are thinking. DIY sounds nice, but who has the time?
Right. Time is always a factor.
But Paperflow Designs thought of that. They feature a footprint mat that's specifically called an under 1 hour DIY mat.
See? Quick and satisfying.
Exactly. And they also talk about a 3-step doormat, which just makes it sound so achievable, even if you're super busy.
And that's the great thing about small DIY projects. You still get that satisfaction, that personal touch, without needing to block out a whole weekend.
Things get really interesting when they talk about materials, too. Like, there's a stenciled mat with Flex Seal.
Whoa, okay. That's different.
Right. Using something like Flex Seal for durability, maybe. It's thinking outside the usual craft box.
Definitely. Using a sealant as part of the design that's clever probably makes it super waterproof and long-lasting.
And then a completely different vibe, they mentioned a wooden doormat.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Very sturdy.
Yeah, durable, natural, kind of rustic, a totally different aesthetic.
It just shows the range of possibilities.
But sometimes it's less about the look and more about the words, isn't it? That's where the quote doormat idea comes in. You can find mats with sayings, sure, but making your own. You can put exactly what you want. Your favorite funny quote, a family motto, whatever.
That's so true. Store-bought ones might not quite capture your personality. A custom quote is, well, it's very direct. Very you. A great way to share a bit of humor or just a specific welcome.
And get this, one of the ideas is make a doormat with a hairdryer.
With a hairdryer.
Seriously. Seriously. I mean, the details are obviously in the blog post, but it just makes you think, right, using everyday tools in unexpected ways.
Huh. I love that. Maybe using the heat to set paint or something? Or maybe melt something to create texture? It definitely shows that DIY spirit of resourcefulness.
And if you like things a bit softer, a bit more playful, there's the pom-pom doormat.
Ah, pom-poms.
Yeah, imagine that texture underfoot. It's definitely unique, adds a bit of fun, a touch of whimsy.
Oh, that would be memorable.
Oh.
Very tactile and inviting.
Now, if maybe designing something from scratch feels a bit daunting,
Understandable.
the blog post points you to a tutorial using ready-made stencils for doormats, so you can still get that custom look, but with a bit of help.
That's a great option. Takes the pressure off, helps you get really professional looking results without needing to be like an amazing artist.
And thinking seasonally, they feature a Halloween doormat, a cute candy corn one, a super easy way to get festive for trick-or-treaters.
Seasonal mats are just fun, aren't they? Such a simple way to decorate for different holidays or times of year.
There's also an idea called the no-trace doormat.
Ooh, interesting. What's that about?
It sounds like it encourages a more freehand approach. Like maybe you don't need stencils or tracing, you can just kind of go for it. Perfect if you're maybe not super confident in your drawing skills, but still want to create something.
I like that. It embraces imperfection, lets you be more expressive maybe. Sometimes those looser designs have the most charm.
And finally, circling back to practicality, they highlight a budget-friendly mat.
Always appreciated.
Right. It's a good reminder that DIY isn't just about personalization. It can also be really cost-effective. You save money and get something unique.
Absolutely. That's a huge part of the appeal for so many people, getting exactly what you want without that retail markup.
So yeah, it's clear the Paperflow Designs blog has just packed this post with fantastic ideas. It really proves that making your own doormat is, pretty simple, but makes a big impact.
It really does. It's an easy way to show off your style right from the first step someone takes towards your door.
And with all these different options they laid out, there's got to be something in there that sparks an idea for you, no matter your skill level or how much time you've got.
For sure. Something for everyone.
We really encourage you to check out the full post on the Paperflow Designs blog. That's paperflowdesigns.com. All the details are there.
And any supplies mentioned, you'll find links either there on the blog or right here on our podcast notes.
Yep. And hey, for more awesome craft inspiration sent straight to you, don't forget to sign up for the Crafting Made Simple newsletter. That link is ready and waiting in the description below. Just click https://birdsend.pageforms981bozlr.easc.
It really leaves you thinking, doesn't it? That small rectangle by your door. What message do you want it to send?
Exactly. It's a fun question to ponder. So happy crafting, everyone. We hope you feel inspired, and definitely subscribe to that newsletter for more ideas. The link's in the description.